Hello and welcome to a new vlog. I'm delighted to welcome you to this episode. This episode is really talking about a new season and a new month. So welcome to autumn, welcome to October. I hope that you are getting comfortable in the new season. And as you usher it in, I hope you have the time to think about it and to reflect about what is suitable for you. What sort of things do you want to bring into your life now? What sort of things do you want to not do anymore? I always find that ushering in a new season allows us to do that, allows us to spend a little bit of time to think about these things and to maybe do a little bit of planning. Have you tried new recipes? Autumn brings fantastic vegetables to our tables and to the shelves of our supermarkets. And the most sustainable way that you can eat will definitely be eating in season. There's a raft of food that you can explore. I'll be happy to share some of my thoughts around that with you, particularly as I'm working on my book that is all about sustainable living. And it looks at the story of food from my personal perspective and how I learned about cooking and some of the recipes that have been handed down to me from my family and friends of my family from a long time ago. The book is seasonal, so it's just about encouraging that sort of outlook on life and how you can incorporate what is out there into your home, what is naturally available. It's also a time to maybe think about a new scent if you want to reinvigorate and regenerate. Trying to bring the seasons into your home and make your home cozy during autumn and winter is certainly something that is wonderful. If you have the time to reflect on that and to be purposeful in how you do it, I think that that's something that, any one of us should try to do, even if you spend a couple of hours just thinking and planning about that. With that in mind, it's great to say all of these things, but I kind of find that it's really important to come up with a plan, come up with an action list. How are you going to do that? What does that mean? In my part, to try to support you and help you with that, I've done a bit of research around what sustainable snacks are out there. Primarily, they will be vegetarian or probably vegan. And with that in mind, I kind of thought to share those with you so that you can try them and see what you think. And vegan food, of course, it's important to focus on protein as well. So if you've got a vegetarian in your family, great, but maybe think about how you can introduce more protein into their diet. And if you're not a vegetarian or vegan family, would you consider, I would invite you to have vegetarian and vegan meals a couple of times a week at least. So having said that, here are some of the websites that I can share with you. The first one is Form Vegan Protein Powder. So we were just talking about protein. Form is the company and they produce vegan food with fully compostable packaging, which is really important. And they made a commitment at the UN Climate Change Conference in 2019 that they're going to accelerate the reduction of greenhouse gas emissions from their operations with an aim of reaching net zero by 2030. And they're a UK B Corp certified company. So as you will see, they have interesting information on their website. I would definitely encourage you to have a look, and if it grabs your fancy, please do go ahead and try it. And give me comments below if you have tried it and whether you liked it or not. The second item is 12 Tides Kelp Chips. I know, but I'm a lover of seaweed, and if you haven't tried seaweed, I'm sure everybody's by now tried sushi at least once. And seaweed is quite tasty and very healthy and sustainable. In any case, 12 Tides Kelp Chips, they are a regenerative ocean food and they support coastal communities, primarily in North America, but I don't actually think it matters as long as it supports communities. Pay it forward, as they say. Help someone else and someone will help you. They also, of course, have compostable packaging. The new company, they actively dedicate themselves to reforestation and they plant a tree for every product that they sell. Their foods are made out of ingredients that are sourced sustainably and they're free of many not very good things for you, for example, palm oil or gluten, etc., lactose. So they manufacture their products in a way that is as helpful to the human body well-being as possible. And then we have the human food bars, and they only use certified organic products. They use carbon dioxide, CO2 neutral shipping, which is great, and their packaging is recyclable and compostable, which is wonderful. There are a number of other products, for example, seed and bean. They're ethically sourced and they're made in the United Kingdom. They're compostable inner foil. They're using healthy ingredients in their mix. and they use fair trade suppliers. Again, a really important thing to take into account when we are food shopping, or indeed any shopping. Anyway, so there's a whole bunch of other things like Two Farmers Crisps, Hip Chocolate, which only uses Colombian cocoa. So these are just some ideas that perhaps you can try with your family, see if you like them. I mean, I sincerely hope that you will. And I hope that you will not just like them, but, find some of your own and make them your own family's favorite snack. And so in parallel with eating sustainable, healthy snacks, I also wanted to share with you the research that we've done on sustainable clothing and what's out there. You might want to try some of them. I've certainly bought a few of the t-shirts and other items, and I found them to be of very good quality. They're not in any way inferior to anything else that's out there. In any case, there is a company called Birdsong, and they are eco-friendly with all the materials that they use. They manufacture locally, which is really good, and they are designed to create fair employment for disadvantaged women. So if you want to support women, you can potentially be selective in who you invest with and who you support as companies. We can make an impact through our choices on a daily basis without fail, and choosing not to do that is also a decision in itself, as I'm sure you all know. Then there is BAM, which is based in Devon, and they manufacture bamboo clothing, which is really fun, and they have everyday basics. I have tried their products and I found them to be very, very useful and sustainable and durable. In any case, they have recently added a new line of merino wool clothing, but it is made ethically without torturing animals to get the wool, which, if you look deeply into some of the practices of many wool producers, they quite often use unsavory methodologies to get the wool. So I would encourage you to look for ethical sourced materials if you care about animals. And then we have plant-based clothing. They use recycled fabrics and they use water-based inks to minimize the impact of their production and their operation and their manufacturing on nature. All of their printing and embroidery is done in the UK as well, so it's a local company. And there's a whole bunch of wonderful products on their website. I haven't tried them, but I'd really like to. And then we have a company called 90%. 90% donate 90% of their profits to charities. That's why they're called 90%. And they have an extensive product range of vegan clothing using organic cottons and tencel. So I'm not a fashion expert by any stretch, but I try to make sure that when I buy something, I choose it carefully. In any case, there are several companies that I've found, and I'm sure you'll find many more yourselves, but I thought I'd share some of my discoveries with you in the hope that you would find them useful. So having said that, and with the new season upon us, I just wanted to wish you a cozy autumn. And I hope that you'll be able to spend a little bit of time thinking about your life, your goals, what you're trying to achieve, and which areas you want to focus on. This week, this month, and this season. It's important to allocate a little bit of time to yourself to think about things. And it can be what you want to achieve on any level. It could be professional, it could be personal, it doesn't really matter. But I kind of find it helpful to do that, to spend the time thinking, because it then gives you direction and it gives you a sense of purpose, and also, as important, a sense of achievement when you do finally tick that box and you achieve the things that you've set out to achieve. So that way you can track your actions, you can track your progress, and you can either decide to change course, or you might find that you actually want to continue on this path. And in the end, I just hope that you'll be able to spend a bit of time unwinding and relaxing and claiming some time back for yourself. And don't forget to subscribe and like. And comment down below, please. I'd love to know if you try any of these products, and I'd also love to know if you have some products that you'd like to recommend back to us. Thank you.